Event number 2 is a time trial on the 12.4 mile route to the top of Pikes Peak. Cars will be scored based on their time to complete this event. Each car will be allowed up to 3 resets, with each reset adding 10 seconds onto their final time. If a car can complete this event without using any resets, then 30 seconds will be removed from its final time. This event will test each car's performance to the max, as well as its handling, and most importantly, its longevity. Without further ado, let's go see our first contender. The first one that will be attempting this course today is the SLFA. The SLFA has got a lot of eyes on it right now from the competition, all wondering what would make a good benchmark time. So without further ado, stopwatch ready, and 3, 2, 1, go. It's going to be a long, difficult journey for the SLFA. It's a slippery little car. Alright. Uber focus mode. Let's not screw this up royally. This thing is just flopping everywhere. It's like a wet fish, but it's not. Instead, it has 4 wheels, and they called it a car. And I guess by they, I mean I made this thing. I'm the guilty party here. This thing is weirdly capable of wheel spin at high speeds. Like, accelerating it at 80 right now, it starts to spin out and lose the rear end, and oh, this was ambitious. No resets. Oh, we're getting a hard pull to the left now after that last accident. Hopefully that's not going to be irritating me for the next however long this takes. I can guarantee it will be. This feels like a decently quick time. Definitely a lot of time lost to wheel spin and sliding, but when we're actually in control and all other things considered, this feels decently quick. I haven't mentioned it in a while, but we're still like pulling hard left every time. Like, just to demonstrate, if I take my hand off the steering, yeah, we just do that little pull to the left there. It's getting kind of rough. Whew. Points for style, maybe? Like, it's pulling left, but I don't feel like it's just an alignment thing. I feel like it's like just genuinely some... Oh! So there's a reset right there. On the bright side, the wheel is fixed now, so that's a bonus. The key with this car is to not try and push it too hard. And also not to push it in any places of uncertainty. Meaning if I'm not super sure exactly where this corner is per se, I need to be careful on the throttle because it's not going to respond quickly. God, it handles awful. I do think this is the worst handling car yet. Like, just being honest. That was atrocious. Like, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm certain that I am not the best person to be going for the fastest lap. Like, I'm sure that there's people out there that could, like, whip through these tracks way faster than I could. But at the very least, at least every single one of these cars is being tested with equal incompetence. It prefers just feathered acceleration and feathered turning, and oh god. Can we still move? Because I don't want to have to reset. Yep, that's fine. Alright, let's go. I'm just gonna save 10 seconds there, probably at the expense of like 100 more with the damage that we've done. In a weird way, to be honest, I think it's handling better. We've just lost some top speed. I take back everything I've said. This is not handling better at all. I don't even think that front wheel's turning. We're pulling hard left, but oh yeah, it's pulling us right off the side of the road. I think that kind of helped us slow down for this corner, though. Oh my god. Yep, that's not recoverable. We're limited to 3 resets per event, so by driving through the damage earlier, you know, we still got an extra one left in case I royally screw up and fling off the edge right here. Yeah, I think I preferred driving this with the damaged bumper. It just didn't wheel spin as much because it constantly had brakes applied. However, we are almost at the top. There's a little bit more left, but we're almost there. Good fast section right here. Trying to push it as hard as I can without flying off into oblivion. A very fine line between pushing this car too far and asking for death. Brakes fading there, but it doesn't matter. We're almost at the top. Just got to make it a little bit further. Another tight turn here, but this is going to be it right around this corner up here. And across the line. The SLFA has managed to complete Pikes Peak in 13 minutes and 32.48 seconds. Will the next car be able to beat that time? Let's find out. Next up for Pikes Peak is the McLaren. The rivalry between the McLaren and the Pilgrim will continue with this challenge. And the question is, will the McLaren set a time the Pilgrim can't match? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah, we're off to a quick start here. Jesus, I forgot how fast this thing is. So the biggest challenge the McLaren is going to have in this event is definitely going to be brake fade. Seeing as this is a long endurance race, brake fade could be a real threat to the McLaren and could even spell its demise. We are going to have to play this very safe with the McLaren. Very rarely are we going to be in an opportunity to take advantage of its high speed. So you're going to need to stop really early, take all of these corners very careful. Remember, we only have 3 restarts per car, and I get the feeling that the McLaren is going to need those, all 3 of them. This is definitely the most difficult challenge the McLaren has faced yet. Oh, that was not a good one. That's going to have to be the first reset for the McLaren then, used unfortunately early. It's going to have to be a careful race from here on out, as with only 2 resets left, there is very little room for error. This is definitely a struggle. Not only is the McLaren facing an uphill battle, literally and figuratively, but it is constantly at a war with its own engineering. These brakes are just not enough to handle the performance that this engine is putting out. Keep in mind, this is by no means a light car. This is a very heavy car. I feel pretty confident about the rate that we have maintained so far. I think that we can afford to kind of take our time and play it a little more conservatively and still have a winning time. Oof. Oh. That's fine. It actually, yeah, it feels fine. That did no actual internal or structural or suspension damage to that. That was perfectly fine. The last thing, uh-oh. Let's see if we can drive away from this one as well. Seems that's another drive away. One thing that cannot be denied about the McLaren is that this is a very rigid vehicle. Oh, tighter corner than I was expecting. The steering has been affected slightly by the previous incidents. We're pulling a little bit to the right now, and we're having some decent trouble turning. But it's definitely manageable and definitely not worth using a reset to fix, because we want to make sure that we have those available if we need them in the future. At this point, the McLaren's entire front is smashed. It's pulling to the right. It's not turning very well, and all of the brakes are completely faded. This is not a good situation for the McLaren to be in. Oh, brakes do not work. And the McLaren has lost the front right tire. We can live without that. I was joking at first, but it's beginning to seem as though we can. Left turns are a little tricky, but going right is easier than it's ever been. We're really losing some opportunity here with the speed, so we're going to go ahead and use one of those resets and try and make up the 10-second difference. I think this should pay off. This is the area that I'm going to really want to go quick. Plus we got new brakes now, all the problems fixed. We should be able to just cruise through this last bit and secure the victory. Unless I break it again. No, don't want to do that. Get back up. Man, this is wild. Let's brake really early here. Put some handbrake into it. Make sure we don't fly off the edge. Alright, good. We just want to make sure in these final moments that we do not blow our fantastic lead here. I say as I blow our fantastic lead here. Getting a little too aggressive with the acceleration around these parts. The speed is the demise of the McLaren. And across the line. The McLaren has completed this event in 12 minutes and 31.08 seconds. We have also received word from Auto Olympic officials that the McLaren and the SLFA will not be penalized for 2 of their resets for being the first cars to complete the challenge. Next up to attempt Pikes Peak is the Ember. While it's unlikely it will be able to beat the McLaren or maybe even the SLFA, it's going to need a good time if it wants to stay relevant in this competition. Stopwatch ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So the biggest concern with the Ember, I believe, is going to be steering. The Ember's, I feel like the Ember's going to have a hard time. What I mean by that is that it's 0 to 60 times nothing stellar. On a handling basis, it's not the most stable. It's fun, but it's not, you know, it's not a reliable track car. And in regards to its speed, it's not exactly stellar. Like, it's quick, but it's not a rocket ship, you know? That being said, I mean, it's not a bad car. It's just, I'm concerned about its well-roundedness in the rest of the tournament. It doesn't have all-wheel drive. It doesn't have a wildly high-performance engine. It doesn't have the best handling. It's got good brakes, though. I'll give it that. I will say, though, the Ember it's pretty predictable. Like, considering that it likes to fly out of the corners, like, whenever it can, it's predictable. I guess, you know those toy plastic swords, like the ones that kind of flop around? It kind of feels like that. That being said, I do think it'll be a decent competitor in the middle field of the competition. Doing pretty decent, no resets yet. Hopefully none will be needed. I feel as though using no resets would be the Ember's best chance at remaining competitive in this event. Make a nice curve around here, don't want to mess that up. Nicely done. It's got its problems. It's got a lot of problems, but it's a fun car. Alright, the Ember's actually having a really good time. It feels like a good time. It feels like we've had a very efficient time. I'll say that. I don't know if it's from a speed perspective. I don't think it's anywhere near the SLFA or the McLaren. It definitely feels like we've had an efficient trek up. Oh, we lost a lot of time there, but the 30 seconds that we're gonna get at the end for not resetting there, that makes it worth it. Okay, we're coming into the latter half of the track. This is where the Ember's finally going to have a chance to open up and take advantage of the, dare I say, high speeds. I want to play it safe here. We really want to get that 30 seconds back at the end. We don't want to risk going off the edge here. Got another fast straightaway before we cut back up the side of the mountain for the last little stretch. And we're going to pull back. Oh. I knew that was coming up, but I did not think it was right there. Regardless, we're okay. We're still going to get that 30 seconds. Let's get back on the road and keep going. Alright, coming around the final corner. The final big corner, I should say. And now it's just a slightly curved shot to the finish. And stop. The Ember has completed the Pikes Peak event in 13 minutes, 46.82 seconds. However, once penalties and reductions are applied at the end of the event, we should see the Ember shoot up past the SLFA. But will it be able to hold second place against such thick competition? Next up for the Pikes Peaks Challenge event is none other than the Comet Turismo. We've heard from many officials that we're not actually sure if the Comet Turismo can make it up this hill, especially seeing as it's less of a hill and more of a actual mountain. But you know what they say, nothing worth fighting for doesn't involve an uphill battle. Anyway, stopwatch ready, and 3, 2, 1, go. Classic start for the Comet Turismo. Comet Turismo had a flying start and is now rolling at a crisp 14 miles an hour. I anticipated that last mile per hour too early. Seems the Comet Turismo is already beginning to struggle. What the heck? It's vibrating so aggressively. I'll be honest, I knew this was gonna happen, but I thought we might get a little further. This isn't even a steep hill. It's hardly an incline. I'm hearing now that the referee is headed out there to offer the Comet Turismo yet another opportunity for a handicap. While this conversation is going down, we're going to take the opportunity to observe the Comet Turismo's progress thus far. And it's been 3 minutes. Seeing that the Comet Turismo, having struggled with that first incline, is unlikely to endure the remainder of the course, it appears I'm hearing now that the referee has offered the Comet Turismo the opportunity to do the track backwards, giving it a downhill course instead of an uphill course. I'm hearing now that the Comet Turismo has accepted the referee's offer, and we will now be heading up to the top of Pikes Peak. The referee is now taking its spot at the end of the course to officially mark the finish line, And we will now head to the top of Pikes Peak, where we will join the Common Turismo on its downhill attempt at this stage. Jesus, I can't even make it to the start line. All right, stopwatch ready. In 3, 2, 1, go. A revolutionary start for the Common Turismo, as it did not stall. The crowds are expecting to see some record times for the Common Turismo this time, seeing as it is going to be doing this entirely downhill. Jesus Christ. This is gonna take forever. This is gonna be marginally better than, like, trying to take this car on the Nürburgring. Like, just ever so marginally less painful. Oh, it doesn't have any brakes. It wasn't built for these speeds. I gotta turn down the volume. It's just... Why? Why did I pick this track? It sounds like an audio error, but it's just the engine. Oh, it doesn't steer or turn or brake. Oh no, if we don't make it back up here, it's never happening. What the heck? Did the Common Turismo just drift? I mean, it wasn't a real drift, but it tried. It's the closest thing it's ever gonna get to a real drift. Fans of the Common Turismo from around the world applaud that one fine maneuver. No, go, Common Turismo, go. How many Common Turismos would it take to make it up this hill? Maybe like 7? It would appear that Team Common Turismo was prepared for this after all. It appears the referee has arrived to investigate the situation. The question that is now coming up is whether or not this is legally allowed in the official rules. It appears now that the Common Turismo is unable to make it up the car lift. Seeing that the Common Turismo is all but completely out of the running, the referee has decided to allow this to continue. The referee has now given the go-ahead to Team Common Turismo, and today's festivities will continue. Alright, so this should make things go a little bit quicker. There is a loophole that says as long as the car's engine is running for the entire duration of the event, it does not specify that it cannot be assisted by another vehicle. Unfortunately for our ears, that means the Common Turismo must stay on at all times. Seeing as we have now reached a continued downhill portion of the track, we will be returning to the Common Turismo to finish the event. Alright, we're back on the road again. So we are about a quarter of the way through this event, and the Common Turismo has already passed the 15-minute mark. Oh, brake, drift. Nope, not happening. That was a one-time event. I wonder if I could, perchance, maybe... Haha. I don't know how this happened, but I'm okay with it. Perfect. For some reason it's going faster. I think we've lost some weight. That must be it. Oh, I see another road over there. Oh, that's a rock. Oh, okay. The Common Turismo's immune to rocks. I think we're really gonna want that 30-second bonus for not using any restarts, so we're just gonna keep going here. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, no. Guess we're gonna be needing to use a restart. Well, that's plus 10 seconds then. I really hope that, that doesn't make or break the Common Turismo's winning time. It appears there's another road down there. This could shave a lot of time off of our lap. God, I only wish the brakes worked. Oh, no. We still have restarts left. This will be worth it in the end. Oh my god. No. No tree. Heck yeah, that shaved some time. I'm just looking for the next road. I think it's down here a bit further now. You can't break the car when there's nothing left to be broken. Oh, maybe. I was wrong. Oh, heck yeah. It's just sparks coming out in every corner. Alright, the Common Turismo has passed the halfway point at 20 minutes. I swear, it's better as a three-wheeler. I don't understand why, but it just is. Everything about it has improved since we lost that wheel. I'm absolutely just amazed that we've only used one reset. Like, what the heck? Like, if nothing else can be said positively about the Common Turismo, its build quality is off the fucking charts. I love the concept plates on this thing. Like, it's just conceptually bad. Oh no, I think I've been too aggressive. Nope, we're just gonna reverse through this. Slide turn. Perfect. Taillights all still work. That's kind of impressive, not gonna lie. All the turn signals work? Jesus, that thing actually still works somehow. Everything essential is still in working order. That's all that matters. Even if in order to go straight, you have to kind of crab walk down the road. Alright, we're gonna do a drift here. Yeah, that didn't go as how I envisioned it. Although none of this has gone how I think any of it was envisioned. Let's just reverse into this hill a little bit so we can have a little momentum to work with. There we go. The key to owning a Common Turismo is just understanding how you can best take advantage of your surrounding areas. That little speed bump that you drive by every day, for a Common Turismo, that's just an easier launch. Oh, we're whipping it now. Oh, yeah. No! The funny thing is, I have no idea how the Common Turismo actually handles, because it's never actually gotten to a speed where you can actually tell. I love how it looks like this, and yet the only thing marked as damage on it is the back right tire. And like the panels, but like other than that, like it's fine. No check engine lights, nothing of that sort. When it comes down to it, this car is just an absolute unit. Okay, I think we're about 75% through now. Thank God. Look how bent the front left tire is. Oh my gosh. This is the only car to do this event at the speed limit. I'm glad we cut all those corners. I don't know how long this would have taken if we hadn't. This might be it. Come on. Come on. You're almost at the top. Thanks to the help of its pit crew, the Common Turismo is back on its way. I swear to God, if this thing doesn't make it after all this time. Oh my. I'm going to be angry. Oh, yes. Oh, thank God. Ah. Time. Surprising everyone with completion of the course, the Common Turismo comes across the line at a stellar time of only 35 minutes and 5